What's up? What's up? What's up, everyone? Blitzball champ Jason Ingram back here on the U to the Tube once again with a new video. So, this past weekend, I attended GalaxyCon Raleigh 2022, and I just wanted to pretty much give a recap of my time at GalaxyCon Raleigh 2022. Um, it was a great con. This took place once again at the Raleigh Convention Center in downtown Raleigh, North Carolina. This was July 28th through the 31st. I originally had a 4-day pass, but I only went for 3 days due to prior commitments for that Sunday. Which, I mean, have no problem with that. Have no problem sacrificing a day. You know what I mean? I got to go 3 days, so hey, all is good. But I ended up going Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And I have to say, first off, I'm thankful to God that, was able to go to this con and actually make it through and not catching COVID this time. Like when I went to Animazement earlier this year. Unfortunately, I only went for 1 day, but then I contracted COVID. But thankfully, I was able to make it through fine here at GalaxyCon. So definitely praise God for that. It was a hot weekend, very hot. I think for the most part, the temperature was in the high 80s, 80s and 90s throughout that whole weekend. And thankfully when it came to meet and greets, I was able to knock out the big bulk of my meet and greets on Thursday with a few left on Friday, which is one of the main things that I appreciate the most about the fact that GalaxyCon is a 4-day con, because a lot of the special guests do come all 4 days. Some only 3 days, and others only 2 days. But lately, I see more and more of the celebrity guests going all 4 days. And when there's certain ones that I would like to meet that I know are going to be there on Thursday, I try to go ahead and knock them out on Thursday, because typically Thursday there's less people compared to Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So that's why I like to try to use Thursday as the day to knock out as many of the meet and greets that I can. So, first starting off, here's the program for this year's GalaxyCon. And, like I said, it was overall a pretty good con, and as a matter of fact, they actually have the dates for next year on the back of the con. So next year's GalaxyCon in Raleigh will be July 27th through the 30th, 2023. So and it looks like their next GalaxyCon looks like it's going to be in Columbus. I assume Columbus, Ohio, December 2nd through the 4th. So yeah, got a couple of dates there, and but yeah, so July 27th through the 30th, 2023, for those looking to go to GalaxyCon in Raleigh next year. But yeah, that's the program for this year. So the meet and greets that I did, first off, the ones that I did on Thursday. So I got a chance to meet Philip Glasser, and he signed my Blu-ray copy of An American Tail. He was the original voice of Fievel Mountskowitz. This was a movie. This was one of the first animated movies I ever watched as a kid. This was a big part of my childhood. like I said, I remember watching this movie on VHS so many times, and just it brings back so many memories, and just meeting the man behind the voice was really something special. But this movie, big part of my childhood, first animated movie I've ever watched as a kid. So it was an honor meeting him. I also got to meet Kevin Clash. Kevin Clash, who has the middle signature. The signature at the top was from a few years ago when I met Judith Hogue, who was here once again. But Kevin Clash was the puppeteer and the guy behind the first Ninja Turtles movie, Master Splinter, which in this Blu-ray collection has all three live-action movies, original live-action movies, and the TMNT movie as well. Because, like I said, these were the movies that I enjoyed the most as a kid. The Michael Bay movies, I refused to. I saw the first one and I thought it was garbage, and I refused to watch the second one. So, but yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, big part of my childhood, and you know, it was really good meeting Kevin Clash, and he's also the voice of Elmo as well. But big part of my childhood here. I know for my brother it was G.I. Joe, but for me, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So it was good to get this autograph. So I got Judith Hogue and Kevin Clash on here. April O'Neil and Master Splinter. This was really cool. I got a chance to meet Christina V. Christina V was there, and I got my copy of Blaze Blue Alter Memory. See right there in the gold, signed by Christina V. And also she signed the inner part as well. She signed the inner part. Christina V was the voice of Noelle Vermillion in the first couple of Blaze Blue games, as well as Blaze Blue Alter Memory. And this was actually my second time meeting Christina V. I met Christina V many years ago when she came to Animazement. And she signed my copy of Blaze Blue, I think it was Blaze Blue not Chrono Phantasma, Blaze Blue Continuum Shift Extend. But yeah, she signed that, and that was when I met her the first time. That was back when she had short hair, so she's let her hair grow out some more. And her line at GalaxyCon was actually pretty long, the whole weekend. Her line was pretty long, and she was there all 4 days. But yeah, her line was really long. I was kind of surprised. But Christina V, her resume has been growing and growing more. You know, so she's really gotten to be very popular, and her resume just keeps growing. So really shouldn't be too surprised. Philip Glasser, his line wasn't long at all. He was pretty easy access, and so was Kevin Clash. He was pretty easy access. I also on Thursday got a chance to meet, which I didn't think he was originally going to be there. But I got a chance to meet Austin St. John, the original Red Ranger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And I got him to sign my complete first season case, which I do have the original set. But because, you know, he was well known and mainly in the first season, because, you know, later on we had the, you know, the White Ranger and such. And then, of course, they had the new cast with Rocky and Adam and Aisha. But, so I felt that it was more fitting for him to sign the first season. I thought this was more fitting. But, yeah, Austin St. John. And I actually, when I got there, he was just getting to his table. So he was pretty easy access. I can't say that he really had a big line, I don't know. Maybe some others that were there can give me their thoughts. I didn't think his line was too big throughout the weekend, so I he was easy access for me, and I was just good timing. I think there were like maybe 4 or 5 people in front of me when I got to his table, right as he got to his table. So I can't say that like his line was too crazy, but maybe some others saw otherwise. And then I also, so Friday, so that was everybody that I met on Friday, and or excuse me, that was everybody that I met on Thursday. So I got to meet and get an autograph from Paul Williams, who was the original voice of the Penguin in Batman the Animated Series. And he signed the back of my case, which the front of it has Kevin Conroy, who was Batman. So he signed the back of this case, this Part 1 case. Paul Williams, voice of the Penguin, Batman the Animated Series. Great series. But yeah, he wasn't there on Thursday. He was there on Friday. So got a chance to meet him. I got a selfie taken with Fred Tatasciore. I hope I said that name right. I can't ever get his last name right. But he was the voice of Soldier 76, so I did a selfie with him while holding my Soldier 76 Funko Pop, which I'm sure you can see in the background up on the shelf, next to Mercy and Hikaru Shida. So got to do a selfie with him. I also did a selfie with Ruby Soho. Got a chance to meet Ruby Soho, and her line was short. She didn't really have a line when I got to her. It was just one other person and then me. Fred Tatasciore, he didn't have a line either. That first day, he didn't have a line. So both of them were easy access. But yeah, Ruby Soho, I got to chat with for a while because, like I said, she didn't have anybody at her table, so I got to chat with her for a while. She was really cool. I was wearing one of my Cowboy Bebop shirts, which she likes Cowboy Bebop, because she likes Ein, the Welsh Corgi. And I learned that her favorite anime is actually Death Note. So she's a big Death Note fan. So I thought that was pretty neat. Pardon me. But yeah, Ruby Soho, big Death Note fan. I would have never imagined that. But yeah, it was cool chatting with her. And Friday, I also got myself a pro photo op with the gorgeous Tara Strong. Oh yeah. It was really good meeting her and getting the pro photo op with her. And the cool thing was, as I was posing for the picture with her, I said YRP, and she said forever. So I thought that was really cool, because she's the voice of Riku from Final Fantasy X and X-2, and as well as Kingdom Hearts 2. So yeah, Tara Strong, 49 years old. I did not think she was that old. I was shocked, and she's still very beautiful. But Tara Strong has a ginormous resume, especially voice acting, whether it's anime, whether it's video games. Tara Strong has a ginormous resume. So, and it makes sense. It definitely makes sense. But those were all the meet and greets that I did. Like I said, I mean, there were a lot of others that I wanted to meet, like Stephen Downs and Jen Taylor. I would have liked to have met, but their lines were long the whole entire weekend. As well as Christopher Sabat, Christopher Sabat's been coming to GalaxyCon the last handful of years that it's been here, but his line is always packed. Whether it's like Friday, Thursday, it don't matter. His line is always packed. So it was a bummer not getting a chance to meet him. And they had some other wrestlers there. They had Anna Jay, they had Mickey James, they had Sergeant Slaughter, Sting. So they had some other great guests as well. As far as panels, so the only panels that I only went to two. I went to Judith Hoag's panel, and I went to at Hangman Adam Page's panel. So it was really interesting. So at Judith Hoag's panel, I learned quite a bit because I got a chance to ask her a question as well. So the funny thing was, when she was working and shooting the Ninja Turtles movie, the original movie, which was filmed in Wilmington, North Carolina. Yay! Fellow North Carolinians. So yeah, it was filmed in Wilmington, North Carolina, which is only like maybe just right at 2 hours from me. So not too far. But Judith Hoag was working on another movie, I believe she said in New York at the time, with Robin Williams. I can't remember the name of the movie, but she was chatting with Robin Williams, and that was when she told him that she was working on another film, and she felt kind of embarrassed because she didn't think, it was a, big deal or a well-known popular thing. But once she, told Robin Williams, hey, I'm going to be working, as April O'Neil in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. And Robin Williams was very happy and very impressed and was, very happy for her, and told her how he has the first comic, the first issue of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comic, the original comic, which, is very dark. The original comic was very dark. But, and at the time, Judith knew that the comic existed, but she did not know the original cartoon existed. So, because I asked her what was it like, when she saw the script for April O'Neil, like, did she do much research, or like, how does she really feel about it? And she didn't really do any research, because like I said, she knew of that the comic existed, but she didn't know that a cartoon existed. So a lot of her work on voicing April O'Neil, she did a lot of that from instinct. She played her out by instinct, and I think that's impressive. I think that's very impressive, due to, her not being that knowledgeable originally about the character, and just her acting on instinct. I think that's pretty impressive, because, there were some really great scenes for April O'Neil, of different types in that original movie. And it was like I told her, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles live action movie, that was the first movie that I had ever seen in the theaters, that my parents took me to. So that'll always have a special place in my heart. But Judith Hoag, she was such a pleasure to see again. She is awesome, and just a big part of my childhood. Because like I said, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that's my childhood. And then the Hangman Adam Page Q&A, that was a lot of fun too. He was very chill, just answering questions, sitting there on the ring. And then I had learned that Hangman Adam Page, he used to be a teacher. I believe he said middle school. It was middle school or high school. But yeah, he used to be a teacher before he became a pro wrestler. So I thought that was really interesting. But yeah, that panel was really good. But yeah, those were the only two panels I went to. And the rest, aside from the meet and greets and the two panels, I also attended 2 nights of the Fantasy Super Cosplay Wrestling events, which were Thursday and Friday. I didn't go Saturday because Saturday I left a little early because I went to meet up with my dad to watch SummerSlam, WWE SummerSlam. So I didn't spend a whole day on Saturday. So it was pretty much I went Thursday and Friday, 2 full days, and then Saturday was kind of I guess, well, not so much a half of a day. Like, I got there early, and I stayed till like a little after, maybe a little after 4:40 p.m. because I was tired. I was so exhausted just from walking around. Because, like, all 3 of those days, like, I did at least 10 plus laps around the convention center, whether it was like the dealer's room, upstairs, downstairs, through the Marriott. Like, I did at least 10 laps of the place. Like, I was telling myself, next time I need to like take a device and start recording my steps whenever I'm at a con like Animazement or GalaxyCon. Just to see how many steps I get in, because I tell you, I'm 38 years old now, and I've been going to these cons since 2008, and I tell you, like, more and more it's just become wear and tear on the body. And of course, yeah, I am a little out of shape, but still, just there's one thing I definitely get is my exercise in at these events. I mean, just a lot of walking around all day, and I try to take rests when I can, which is why I'm thankful that there's number one, there's tons of water stations at these cons. Tons of water stations. And they have plenty of water. Secondly, just plenty of areas that have tables and seats where you can sit down and take a break. I think that's really cool. Very, very key for any con. Because definitely want to stay hydrated. That's key. And, it was a hot weekend. It was definitely a hot weekend. And not all areas of the convention had running air conditioning. So that was the only thing with that. But yeah, aside from the meet and greets, the panels, the fantasy super cosplay wrestling, which was very entertaining. Pretty much a bunch of different pro wrestlers cosplaying as different superheroes. Like they had Deadpool, Black Panther, Rogue, Kingpin. They had Star-Lord, Melina, and even other characters as well. So I thought it was pretty cool. But yeah, I attended 2 nights of that, and aside from all that, I just did a bunch of shopping. Got to meet up with friends, hang out with friends. So I mean, overall, great exercise, and it was just really good to be at a con again. And to actually be at one for a few days, and was able to stay safe. I was masked up the whole time. The only time I didn't have my mask on was when I was taking a break, eating, drinking water, or posing for the meet and greet. But yeah, overall, I had a blast. I can't say that this was like, a very super special con compared to like the other cons. Because I mean, other cons that I've attended, had more guests that I was super pumped to meet. Because like I said, I didn't do too many meet and greets as I usually do. So, I kept it pretty simple. Just kind of narrowed it down as best as I could. And but I did do a lot of shopping though. I did quite a bit of shopping. Funko Pops. There were a ton of Funko Pop stands. I think this year's GalaxyCon, I think this was like a con where I think I've seen the most Funko Pop stands. And I've been seeing more and more of them in previous cons, but I think this year took the cake. This year definitely took the cake. But yeah, just tons a plate of vendors with Funko Pops of different varieties. Um, they had a couple of different video game vendors. I think there were at least a good 3 or 4, which I thought that was pretty nice. Um, the only thing I was really disappointed with was I felt like they didn't have enough anime T-shirt stands. Like I could not. They didn't have a single Cowboy Bebop T-shirt. I have 19 Cowboy Bebop T-shirts. I really wanted to get a 20th at this con, and they did not have any Cowboy Bebop T-shirts. I was mad. That was like the one negative with the dealer's room section. They didn't have any Cowboy Bebop T-shirts. It was so sad. But they had one vendor that was selling a variety of different types of mystery boxes. I thought that were really cool, from like Star Wars to like anime to like Disney. It was like so many different varieties of mystery boxes. It was a pretty big stand. And then of course, Artist Alley, a lot of variety with the Artist Alley, but still, I still would say Animazement had like one of the best Artist Alleys I've ever been to. Because the thing is, the Artist Alley was its own separate section. Because they had the dealer's room and the Artist Alley just split in the underground area. So, I don't know. But that's just me. But yeah, so did some shopping. First off, got myself this pretty cool custom-made Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles backpack bag. You can put it on your back, and it's a good size. It's a really good size, and I got a good friend of mine a Persona 5 bag as well. But yeah, pretty nice, solid green background. But yeah, got a bunch of the Ninja Turtles on there. It's my childhood, so yeah, definitely got this for me. And whenever I do cons and stuff like that, I know this will be easy to carry around. I carried my Persona 5 Shujin Academy carrying bag with me the other day, which has been a common thing. I mean, the zippers, the zipper thing is kind of halfway broken, but it still zips up and opens, so I still use it. Because, I mean, why not? I still use it. It's a good carrying bag. And, I had to get something Cowboy Bebop related, and I found the perfect thing. Even though it wasn't a t-shirt, still found something rather fitting. Check it out. Jets, bell peppers, and beef. Just add the beef. That's all you gotta do is just add the beef. But yeah, there was a stand that had a bunch of different, like, cereal box themed or, like, food box themed displays of many different shows. Anime, cartoons, you name it, movies. And they had one for Cowboy Bebop, so I had to get it. And I tell you, when it was printed out, it looks gorgeous. I mean, take a look at the quality of that. And I got the protector on, so there's probably why you see some glare. But I can't wait to get this framed and hung up. Like, I definitely... Because I had to get something Cowboy Bebop related. I just had to. So, bought this. Really, really beautiful. Very nicely printed. And yeah. I did get 2 t-shirts as well. Because, I like getting shirts. I like getting nerd shirts. I'm a big old nerd, so I like getting nerd shirts. So they had a stand. They had a really nice stand that had some Final Fantasy t-shirts, which I don't really have. So check this one out. Do you recognize the logo on the pocket? You recognize that logo? You give up? Well, let's take a look at the back. That's right. For those that guessed right, Final Fantasy X, which is in my top 5 favorite RPGs of all time. At number 5, actually. But yeah, these shirts are celebrating the 35th anniversary of Final Fantasy. And this one, you know, is Final Fantasy X. This part was from the opening of Final Fantasy X. So, thought this was pretty cool. And then the other shirt that I got came from my favorite Final Fantasy, my favorite game of all time, Final Fantasy VII. Check it out. But yeah, got a couple of different pictures there. And this is the front of the shirt. There's nothing on the back of the shirt, but definitely had to get one of these. They had a couple of different ones, but definitely wanted to get a Final Fantasy VII shirt, being that it's my all-time favorite game. But yeah, I really like the design of this one. Really great design. But yeah, part of the 35th anniversary of Final Fantasy. Wow, can't believe it's already been 35 years. It's crazy. Really, really crazy. But hey, time flies while you're making Final Fantasy games. And I did score me some Funko Pops, specifically from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles lineup. So, what did I score? Let's go through. Let's go through our protagonists. And I have them all out of the box because, like I said, I don't keep the boxes. I like taking them out, as you can see there. So, got April O'Neil, the news reporter. Playable in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, which sold 1 million copies. We got Master Splinter. Picked up Master Splinter. And the last protagonist, Casey Jones, who's unlockable in Shredder's Revenge. You got to beat the story mode, and then he's unlockable. Really great, useful character. Alrighty. And then the other characters I have were villains. We got Metalhead. Y'all remember Metalhead? Metalhead was the second boss that you fought in Turtles in Time. So, good old Metalhead. We have the Fly. Baxter Stockman. Of course, the man behind the Mousers as well. But yeah, Baxter Stockman, who was the first boss in Turtles in Time. We also have Leatherhead, Gatorman, the Leatherhead, was also a boss in Turtles in Time on the train. Bury my shell out, wouldn't it knee? Or wait. Is that right? Did I say that right? I might have that mixed up with the pirate ship one. I think so. Yeah, I have to revisit that one. It's been so long since I played Turtles in Time. But that's Leatherhead. So I got Leatherhead and Metalhead. Got Krang. Krang in his brain and robotic suit. So, Krang. Big name villain. Of course, you got the main antagonist, Shredder. And remember Secret of the Ooze? We didn't just get Shredder. We also got Super Shredder. Little extra mutagen. And we get Super Shredder. I mean, look at those abs. Look at those abs. Look at that chest. And then the most expensive pop figure that I got, and also very rare, of this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles group. And it's a good thing that I went ahead and got it, because on Amazon and eBay it would have been like triple the money. And that is a foot soldier. That's right. This is a very rare pop foot soldier. So they had one. One stand had only one. So I went ahead and got it. Because this, like on Amazon and eBay, this is like $300-400. So definitely had to score this one. I saw it the first day, and I passed on it, but then I came back Friday and saw it was still there, and I was just like, you know what, I gotta get it. I gotta get it, because it's rare. It's really rare. So, foot soldier. And then there was one more pop that I got that was a non-Ninja Turtle pop that was another cartoon, or actually two cartoons that I watched that I was really into on the Cartoon Network. Space Ghost. Yeah. Used to watch Space Ghost Coast to Coast a lot, as well as Cartoon Planet, which they actually have Funko Pops for Zorak and Brak as well, so hopefully I can score those at some point. And they also got Pops for Bebop and Rocksteady, but apparently those are rare. Those are really rare to find. Just about as rare as the Foot Soldier. So, but yeah, those are the recent Pops that I purchased. Like I said, increased my Ninja Turtles lineup and picked up Space Ghost, and you know my shelves are getting really full. I'm definitely running low on space, but yeah, that's what I end up shopping for. I got my nephew two comics from a startup crew. Definitely, it was a comic with a hero that's inspiring, you know, so it was good and had a good message. So I figured, you know what, I'll give them to my nephew. So he's been enjoying them so far, and it's been good to give to him to help him with his reading. So definitely thought it was a good move. But yeah, had a fun time at GalaxyCon. Excuse me, sorry about that. I also checked out the game room. The video game room this year was at the Marriott. It was at the Marriott. They had a video game room and they had a tabletop gaming room. So I thought that was pretty neat. But both of those rooms were in the Marriott. They didn't have any arcade cabinets or anything like that, which typically Animazement has that more so than GalaxyCon. But you know, the folks with the Carolina Game Summit were there this year for GalaxyCon's game room, and one of the PS4s actually had Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown on there. So got a chance to play with a newbie there and show him some stuff. So I thought that was really cool. Just to see that game there was just enough for me. But they also had food trucks. Plenty of food trucks for food, as well as other places around downtown and a restaurant in the Marriott. But yeah, I ended up eating from the NC Bugoki truck, as well as the Bo's Kitchen truck. They also had fresh ice cream. They had an ice cream stand inside the con as well. I think at the top and at the bottom. So they got plenty of food vendors throughout the con. And of course the food trucks food trucks, a lot to choose from, and plenty of water stations. Like I said, plenty of water stations to keep everybody hydrated. You know, I think the only other thing for me is like I don't know what it is, but I just I don't find myself taking as many pictures as I used to. Like of cosplays and and it's not to say anything bad against any cosplays. I mean the cosplay has been excellent. Um, a lot of Demon Slayer cosplay at this con as well as My Hero Academia, but I think a biggest number of cosplay that I've seen is Star Wars, My Hero Academia, Demon Slayer. But yeah, like I don't know what it is, but I just don't find myself taking as many photos as I used to in like my earlier years going to cons where it's just like you get exposed to cosplay and you like got to take as many pictures as possible, but I don't know, like every now and then like I'll take a picture or two and I keep telling myself I'm going to dedicate some time. And really this year was really no excuse. I keep telling myself I'm going to dedicate time to just going around taking pictures of cosplays, but I don't know. It's hard for me to like to do that. And I know it sounds really cheesy. It sounds cheesy and dumb, and I really don't have any excuse for it. It's just I guess just motivation, lack of motivation. I guess that's what it is. But yeah, that's my whole thing with that. But overall, it was a pretty good con. It was a pretty good con. If anything, I was just happy to be back at a con and be able to survive it, without catching anything and just see friends again, friends I haven't seen in a while and really just have some fun. Shout out to DJ Prodigy, got to hang out with him. We watched Fantasy Super Cosplay Wrestling together. I met some of his friends. That was really cool. Shout out to Bigton and Justin and their children. Got a chance to hang out with them for a bit. Shout out to Bradley. Got a chance to hang out with him. Dom. Good to see you, Dom. Rob Potsy Potchek. Got to chill with him for a bit and meet some of his fellow comic creators and designers. So I thought that was really cool. But yeah, it was just really good to see everybody again and meet some new friends and just have fun. Like special guests, great lineup of special guests. I know I didn't get a chance to meet everybody, but still, I didn't go to a lot of panels and such. And you know what? That's okay. That's okay. I mean, I had a bunch put down on a schedule, but I mean, that's just how it is with cons. Usually with panels, you're not going to make it to every single one that you want to go. And that's why, you put them on the calendar. You pick and choose. And, that's pretty much what I did. But like I said, overall, I had fun. I had fun. It was a hot day. Nothing crazy really happened. It was a good 3 days. Like I said, I did 2 days, all day, like Thursday and Friday, and Saturday. Like I said, I got there maybe around 10ish, and then left at around like 4:50. Because last year I only went for 1 day. I only went for 1 day last year, so. But yeah, like I definitely enjoyed myself. This was a good year. And, got a bunch of Funko Pops. Got some autographs here, some pictures there. it was a good year for GalaxyCon. It was a good year. And Lord willing, I know next year, I might go next year, but it really depends because next year I want to go to E3. They did announce and confirm that E3 is happening next year because I want to go to that. And, you know, as far as pro wrestling, I think we could see some stardom shows in the U.S. next year. So I want to try to go to at least one of those or like whatever is on the tour. So there's that. And planning on talking to my friends about potentially shooting for MomoCon next year. Because I know I went back in 2019 and I would love to go to MomoCon again. Definitely would love to go to MomoCon again. So, as far as for the rest of this year, I don't know if I'll be going. Oh, I know there's WrestleCade in November, Thanksgiving weekend. I'll be going to that. But other than that, I don't have any plans for any other cons this year. I know Queen City Anime is coming up this coming weekend, but I'm not going to be able to make it to that. I heard that Wake Forest is having a con. Wake Forest Comic Con is having a one-day con. I think it's in September or October. I have to look up the dates, but I might consider that. That's in my area. I might consider that. But yeah, that's pretty much all that I have. For those that attended, let me know what you thought of this year's GalaxyCon. Did you attend any panels? Do any shopping? Did you do any of the meet and greets? Was there anybody in particular you enjoyed meeting? Just share with me your overall GalaxyCon experiences. I know in one of the Facebook groups, we had a lot of folks attending GalaxyCon for the first time. So I think that's really cool, you know, that more and more people got exposed to this. And yeah, I can't wait to see what next year holds. And, you know, as they start planning for that, like I said, they already got the dates down for that, which is July 27th through the 30th of next year. So, hey. And also, those that got VIP, is it worth it? Because more and more I'm hearing that it's worth it, especially, you know, to beat the long lines and such. So, for those that watched this that had a VIP badge, is it worth it? Is the VIP badge worth it? Let me know what you think. But anyway, that's all that I have. Like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell while you're at it. And thank you so much for watching. This is Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram of Blitzball Champ Gaming signing off. Hope everybody has a blessed day, and I will see y'all in the next video. Take care. Peace out.